Welcome to the health series. I'm going to have on so many guests in the next few weeks sharing all they know about health. I am going to do my shows sharing my health journey with you as well. So I have a lot to share. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just somebody who's trying to get healthier, right? I have spent the last year getting in shape, taking care of myself, lowering my stress, which I'm still working on doing, just doing everything I can to help me feel better. And after a whole year of experimenting now, I want to share that with you. And I'm so excited I put together a free resource for you of everything I'm talking about, what to use, how to use it, what causes aging, what you can do that is science-backed and research tested to lessen aging. I put it all together in a resource. It's in the show notes here. It's in the description in YouTube. And if you go to Instagram, click on my profile and there's a link. Because skincare and anti-aging, this topic is so huge, we're going to break this show into two parts. So we're going to do half today and half next week, or else it's just going to be the longest show ever for just you and me. Today, we're talking about health and beauty. I get asked a lot about skincare and what's my routine and what am I doing and what works. And as a woman in my upper 40s, I'm 48 at the time of recording, what is my routine? How do I keep my skin looking good? And I'll tell you, 90% of it is health-based. So I'm just going to start with something fun. Today, we're going to talk about skincare, what you need to know, how to make your skin look great. I'm going to tell you what I use, what I'm learning, all the details. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm obviously not a dermatologist, and I may get things wrong, but I want to give you today what I know to be working for me, what the things that are science-based and research-based and the things that aren't. Okay, you ready to get started? Here we go. I have good news and bad news when it comes to skincare products. The bad news is that the stuff you're getting over the counter that has retinols in it or other actives that are supposed to be amazing, the stuff you get without a prescription, all of that, it's probably not doing much. I was listening to a dermatologist recently who explained that he said those things aren't at a therapeutic level. Like they don't really get you the results that you want to see. You may get little benefits, but it's not the kind of benefits that you would actually want to get from them. It was so fascinating. I actually wrote down a direct quote from him. Here's what the quote said. An important thing to consider when looking at skincare is that most active ingredients, if they are really active, tend to be controlled by the FDA. So most things that are sold over the counter have actives that are not at a concentration high enough to be considered therapeutic. If they work perfectly, then dermatologists would be out of a lot of patients. Okay, so here's the thing. Anything you get over the counter, even if it's $80 a jar, it doesn't have enough of the really good stuff in it to make it matter. You'll see a little results, but not the kind of results that you want to see. In fact, he was explaining that a lot of the actives that we have in our products, they put so many products in there, it puts us at greater risk of skin sensitivities or skin irritation or developing an allergy to something. So they're putting rosemary oil and this chemical and that chemical. It just puts us, as someone who has sensitive skin, I'm really careful about that. It puts us more at risk. The good news part of this is everyone who recommends an $80 jar of moisturizer to you or snail mucin, and yes, people are putting snail mucin on their face, or an extensive 5-part skincare program, you don't need any of that stuff. One of my girlfriends said, hey, she sent me this list of all this stuff. Apparently somebody sent her a spreadsheet of all of these expensive beauty products for her skincare. And I said, you don't need any of that. You need something really, really low key, but something effective. You can spend $500 on a skincare regimen, or you can just get something that a dermatologist or a doctor will recommend. So here's the good news. You need a gentle cleanser, some type of moisture. If you have dry skin, you want to put a little Vaseline or Aquaphor over that moisturizer, and you're golden. That's it. Gentle cleanser, gentle moisturizer. If you have extra dry skin, a little Aquaphor or Vaseline. My 90-something-year-old aunt put Vaseline on her face before bed every night, and she looked amazing. And I remember as a teenager being like, that is good enough for me. Now, I will say it depends on the kind of skin you have. So some people, I've talked to a few people who Vaseline will break them out, but generally it's considered to not cause breakouts. But again, everybody's skin's different. Now, the type of cleanser and moisturizer you use, again, is dependent on your skin type. That's where you really have to test things out and see how your skin reacts. I have super sensitive skin. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this. I'm going to hold it up. I use a Clinique wash. I use All About Clean. It's almost gone. It's in the pink bottle. Super, super simple. Very easy to use. I put it on a washcloth for a little exfoliation. And then instead of a classic moisturizer, I use a prescription anti-aging cream called tretinoin. Tretinoin, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. It's kind of like a Retina A. And then around my cheeks and under my eyes, I'll put on a little Aquaphor because I do have dry skin. So occasionally, if I want to use a moisturizer in the daytime, I use Clinique Moisture Surge. Again, you'll see I'm using high quality stuff. Clinique is high quality, but it's very careful not to add a lot of additives that are going to break me out or give me sensitive skin. But 9 times out of 10, simple face wash, tretinoin, which is a prescription anti-aging, and then a little moisture on top of that. And that's it. I don't wash my face again in the morning. I don't even have a morning routine. In the morning, I put on tinted moisturizer and I go. What I need and what I think you need is not a complicated, expensive skincare routine. You probably just need, if you want anti-aging, a prescription for a Retina A type of product. That's what tretinoin is. Prescription retinol is one of the most powerful tools for anti-aging that exist. Yes, there are retinols and stuff that you can get over the counter at Target or Estee Lauder, but again, it doesn't have enough that it is even considered therapeutic. It doesn't have enough that it's going to make a difference. What these prescription Retina A's do, it works by increasing cell turnover, okay? Which means your skin will shed all the old damaged skin cells and it will bring new, fresh skin cells up to the surface even faster. Over time, this process will soothe out, fine lines. It'll improve your skin texture and it will even start to fade dark spots, which is really amazing. There is not an over-the-counter non-prescription product that can do those things. Literally, over time, when you use one of these prescription products, it will start to erase those little fine lines. It took me probably 6 months before I started noticing a difference. At 9 months, I noticed a big difference. And at a year, I was like, okay, this stuff is actually changing the way my skin looks. Now, the only way to get wrinkles to disappear is a prescription, Retina A or Botox. Those are the things that do it. Apparently, there's some lasers that work really well, but I'm going to stick with the 2 big things. There isn't anything that doesn't involve a doctor or a med spa if you really want to make wrinkles disappear. Now, side note, if you're wondering about Botox, it does work great. The way Botox works is if you see someone and their eyebrows can't move, right? They've had Botox because it relaxes the muscles. So you're not, furrowing your brow or crinkling your eyes together. I'm not against it. I've had it before. It actually works amazing. It smooths out your skin. Oddly enough, I had it in the before times, before COVID in 2018, 2019, and I tried to get it again. And somehow it happens to some people, they develop antibodies against it. So when I tried it again, I tried it twice, 2 different types, and it just doesn't do anything to me. So would I have it right now if I didn't have those antibodies? Yeah, probably. So I'm obviously not against it. It does work great. It takes years off the skin. But if you are spending hundreds of dollars on skincare and you love it, go for it. But if you're spending hundreds of dollars on skincare and you're not getting any results, ask your doctor or dermatologist for a prescription for a type of Retina A. I use tretinoin. I stayed away from it for a long time because I have rosacea and I have very sensitive skin. And I thought, well, there's no way I can go through. I heard it made your skin peel. A lot of people are worried about their skin peeling and itching and just being terrible for the first few months you start it. That happens when the percentage of medication is too high. So if you're using a Retina A cream for acne, you're going to be using a 0.5%, something like that, right? But for anti-aging, you only need to use 0.025%. It's a very, very light dose of this. And because of that, you skip all the peeling and the redness and the cracking, and it doesn't make my face hurt, and everything makes my face hurt. Now, because I do have rosacea right here on my cheeks, I don't put it right here on my cheeks. You may have seen, if you watch the show on YouTube, sometimes the lights in my studio, I'll get warm, and in the middle of a podcast, you'll see my cheeks just glow red, and they'll have to calm down. It's life with rosacea. So I don't put any prescription here. I just put a little Aquaphor on here every night to keep it calm. If I could tell every woman, over 30, what do you want to do for your skin? Get a Retin A in a really light dose, in an anti-aging dose, not high enough to make your skin red or make your skin peel. That's going to give you benefits. Now, another benefit of using a Retin A is it makes your skin start producing more collagen. Okay, collagen is amazing. I want to give you a little science lesson in collagen as the best I can. Again, this is me, Alli. I'm not a scientist, but here we go. Collagen is like the scaffolding that holds our skin up. It's keeping it firm and it's keeping it smooth. By the time we hit 40, our bodies just don't make as much as they used to. That's why we start seeing more wrinkles and we start seeing skin sagging. It's because collagen is breaking down faster than it's being replaced in our body. So collagen doesn't just affect how we look. It's also important for skin strength, elasticity, hydration, so many things. When we hit our 40s, we lose about 1% of collagen each year, which makes our skin thinner. It makes our skin more prone to damage. Basically, once we hit 40, no wonder we're fighting wrinkles and aging so much, because our collagen is just taking hit after hit after hit. Sun exposure, stress, and poor sleep will speed up this breakdown of collagen. So going out in the sun middle of the day, thinking that we can get by on 6 hours of sleep. We're going to talk a lot about sleep in the next few weeks too. A lot of stress. Again, that's breaking down our collagen. It's breaking down the scaffolding that's literally holding our face up. And we see the results of that. But the great news is there are lots of ways to make your skin make more collagen. So a prescription Retin A, like I just talked about, that will stimulate collagen production in your skin. And I've done so much research. You'll hear me in this health series ask other people about collagen because I'm trying to get them to discuss the research. So I'm just going to discuss the research. And the research says that yes, in fact, taking collagen supplements does work for your skin. But here's the big thing that nobody ever talks about. All the research shows that you need to take 20 grams or more for it to have an effect that you can see in your skin. Most people are taking like a scoop of collagen in their coffee, right? That's like 5 grams, maybe 10 grams if it's a giant scoop. So if you're just putting a scoop in your coffee, I want you to look at the ingredients and make sure that you are getting 20 grams of collagen a day, because under 20 grams, you're not going to be able to see it in your skin. So I want you to pay attention to that. When you take it daily, you also want to make sure you're taking a vitamin C supplement, because that's going to help your body use that collagen. And research shows that by taking it, it will help with reducing wrinkles, you'll have less sagging in your skin, and you will increase your skin's elasticity. I have been complaining to you off and on for months that collagen supplements taste like sucking on a horse's hoof. I've tried so many. I found one that I love. It's from Primal Kitchen. It is the chocolate coconut collagen peptides. It is 2 massive scoops that I take in water every day. And again, getting 20 grams is not easy. It's not a little tiny scoop from collagen powder that you put in your coffee and you don't notice. Like, this is dedication to get that collagen, but it is well worth it. Okay, we've talked about skincare, how to take care of our skin from the outside. We've talked about collagen. The next thing I want to talk to you about is red light therapy. I love the power of red light. So red light therapy is another great option that's going to boost your collagen production, which again is going to keep your skin firm and smooth as you age. It works by using low-level wavelengths of red or near infrared light to penetrate deep in the skin to stimulate your cells to produce more collagen. See how it all comes back to collagen, the scaffolding that holds our skin together. Over time, using red light will reduce fine lines, it will reduce wrinkles, and it will improve your skin texture. It's like giving your skin a little push to heal and repair itself naturally. So the way it works is really interesting. Red light therapy works by using specific wavelengths of red, again, or near infrared light. It will penetrate in the skin. It reaches the mitochondria of the cells. So it makes me think of high school biology when we all did a cell diagram and we learned that the mitochondria was the powerhouse of the cell, right? The light stimulates the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, to produce more energy in the form of ATP. Again, I remember that from high school biology. With this energy boost, the cells in your skin can work more efficiently to repair damage, to increase their collagen production, and reduce inflammation. Ultimately, that gives us smoother skin. It gives us firmer and healthier skin. We all want that. I have seen so many videos and reels of women wearing a red light mask, like vacuuming and watching TV. There are some studies out there that say specific wavelengths of red light can be good for your eyes. I am just going to say I don't trust it. I wear goggles. Remember, hopefully you never did this, but back in the day, back in the 90s, we did get in tanning beds. And you would have little goggles to protect your eyes from tanning beds. I wear the goggles when I'm sitting in front of my red light panel because, in my opinion, any light that is so bright that you have to squint when you look at it and, leaves little dots in your vision after you're done looking at it, it just can't be healthy. The research could show 10 years from now, everybody staring into red light very close up is totally healthy. And if so, I will eat my words and go, hey, I was wrong about it. But if I have to wince, I can't imagine that it's good for my eyes. So I do believe in red light. I think it's something that's cost effective and easy to use. I have a panel in my office that I use, but I don't look at it. I do use goggles to protect my eyes. I use the little tiny goggles because I want red light to get around here because, again, I want collagen produced around my eyes and my crow's feet and everything else. Do I want to age gracefully? Yes. But do I want to do everything that I can do according to science and to live a healthy life so I age gracefully a little slower than I would otherwise? Yeah. And red light helps that. Again, we're just activating the mitochondria of our skin cells to repair damage and to build more collagen. Collagen is everything. Everything that we've talked about so far is to trick our skin as we age to create the one thing that's going to help us age well at whatever pace that is for us. So here are your big things that'll help your skin. Number one, get a prescription for a retinol. So that could be Retin A for you. It's tretinoin for me. If you want to go big, get Botox. That will make a big effect. Now, side note, if you don't want to have Botox, but you do want to do something about your brow lines, I've talked about this on the podcast before. There's a product called Frownies. They have been around forever. Basically, it is craft paper that has a little bit of stickiness on one side. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this. And it's little triangles. And you put one triangle on top of one eyebrow and one on the other, and then the third triangle upside down in the middle. And what it does is it dries flat on your forehead. This is for when you go to sleep. And then when you wake up, you take off the little pieces of paper, and it is amazing. The deep lines in your forehead do kind of melt away. They will come back through the day when you're moving, but it's a great alternative, a natural alternative to Botox. It takes just a second. Paste these little triangles on, go to sleep. Your husband, if you do have a husband and you do share the same bedroom, he will chuckle at first when he sees you in them, but they work really, really well. Okay. So again, if you want to smooth your forehead, Retin A, Botox, or Frownies. Now, from the inside out, what do we want to do? We want to take 20 grams of collagen every day. It needs to be 20 grams or above. If you're just getting 5 to 10 grams of collagen, that is great for other parts of your body, but you're not going to see an effect on how your skin looks. And then third thing, use red light to stimulate collagen production in your skin too. Okay, this is where we're going to stop for today. We'll be back with the second part next week. And again, I have a PDF for you with everything you need to know about skincare, my product recommendations, how to use it, what you need to know. It's going to be in the show notes today. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. And if you look me up on Instagram, it will be linked on my profile too. And as always, I love that we have this time together every week to invest in ourselves. And investment in you, in your spiritual health, and your emotional health, and your professional success benefits everyone in your life. I believe in what's inside of you. I believe in your dreams, and I know you're making an impact on this world for good. That's why you're here every week. You're learning something that'll help you get healthier, to live the life that God is calling you to live, and improve life a little bit every day. What I know to be true is that God has created you to stand strong and bring something special and unique to this world that only you can bring. So keep showing up, keep stepping up, keep loving well, because you can't break a woman who gets her strength from God. I love to get to coach you, equip you, and share a little skincare tips with you. I'll talk to you soon. Check my teeth. Teeth are good. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm looking at everything, making sure everything looks good. I think it looks good. Sagging. Ugh. Okay. It's because it's skin sagging, image cells, and brings new ones. Blah. Horse hoof like. Is that the worst promo for a product ever? I don't know.